city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the visitors getting the win there. So they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second down, back to Sanders.
And running with power here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Thompson. That's complete to John Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Booker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Gano's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how a drive is supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Gets it off to Freeman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down and goal. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This is third and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's Thompson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Thompson now, throwing on first down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Looking to throw. Thompson. He dumps it off to Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
To Barkley on the check down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Working with a second and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the right and complete to Galladay. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Thompson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Thompson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down to Hatch's time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone.
Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
To throw is Thompson. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the 2nd half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some 1st downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Thompson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Thompson to throw on second down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun. Thompson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that almost intercepted. Oh, would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now, first down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for Philly.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Philly. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
From the 27, Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A strong running. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Eagles, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
Shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? I'll tell you. Did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys, got the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor.